This stunning hall has been used as a church and a nightclub over its century in use. Now, however, it lies abandoned and is one of the best rooms we've seen in a derelict structure. Although this isn't our usual documentary-styled video, we thought it would be worth showing nevertheless to show off this exemplary structure. Sometimes explorations don't go exactly to plan, and this is a great example. We expected to have a long time filming this building, but due to strange ongoing occurrences inside, it turned out we had just over 20 minutes. As soon as we entered, this is what we saw before us. 3 people were sighted, 2 men and surprisingly a little girl who looked no older than 5 years old. We attempted to listen in to what the men were saying and it became clear they were not explorers. To be honest, we never found out what they were doing inside the large abandoned building. The entire ordeal was very bizarre. We waited patiently for about 15 minutes, then suddenly we saw the trio begin to move up the staircase, so not wanting to miss our chance we followed them up silently into darkness. The part of the building we enter first is where the smaller nightclub rooms would have been. There are many huge spaces where people would have danced and ate, clearly not for a long time. As you can tell by the poor filming, we were constantly unnerved during this explore. There was a lot of banging noises coming through the layers of wall all around us. The church was used from the beginning of the 20th century up until the 90s. Here it was converted into a nightclub which ran until closure in the early 21st century. Nowadays, the century the building completed in use is long forgotten, with many of the rooms being stripped. Some did have former signs of the past still there. The fittings for seats remained in one room, and you could imagine the pleasure this place created in the past compared to the misery emanating from it now. We think that the building's full-time as a nightclub hoster, many different companies would have used its spaces. Therefore, there are logos for each club brand smothered in dust. Our main target for the exploration was the central hall we showed at the beginning of the video. The further we ventured through the building, the bigger it seemed, and we were soon lost. What didn't help was the constant noises and scares we endured from the other people moving about, coming very close to them on numerous occasions. Suddenly, through a small gap, we could see the majestic hall in all its glory. It was an incredible sight. The summer sun coming through the windows made the yellow walls look golden. At one end lied a gigantic organ that must have been trapped here ever since the building was a church. It isn't surprising that it couldn't be saved because of its size. Inside this amazing room, it is estimated that 1,000 people could have sat during a service and even more could have danced when it was used as a massive nightclub. It is such a huge contrast when you see old pictures when the building was full of life. Apparently the curved design of the ceiling was so the church's choir voices would evoke perfectly for all to hear. At this stage, we heard the other group returning to the vast space we were busy filming in, so we made a break for it. We were glad we were able to shoot the hall how we wanted to, and we hope you enjoyed having a quick insight into such an extraordinary structure. Luckily, we were able to escape without any trouble, leaving the building behind to continue falling into disrepair.